3, 2, 1, go!
Yo, what is going on, Raiders? The Bozzz here, and today with another video about the survival arena. In this video we're gonna get approximately 1600 Skyshards in just one match, and that is even more than the first place is getting as a reward, because he gets 1000 Skyshards. And since it is pretty hard to claim the first place, this strategy will definitely help you to farm Skyshards with a different method. Honestly, I've tried to avoid this video because it took so long to record it. Around 3 hours I've been playing to get there, and then cutting the video and everything was also not an easy task. So I hope you can forgive me that it took so long to publish it, but now finally I can show you how it's working to get so many Skyshards. Moreover, I've received infos from a viewer with a similar strategy who made it up to 13,000 Skyshards in one game, but I won't do that here. The playing time is too long, and I'm also not sure if everything there went according to the rules, so I'll briefly touch on that at the end, and first I'll show you my way to get a lot of Skyshards. Before I give you some specific tips, I don't think that's how you're supposed to play the survival arena, because it's a lot faster to get into the top 50 and make there some Skyshards, but you can also farm these Skyshards if you have a lot of time, of course. So farming happens mostly by wasting time on the highest level in this game mode. That means don't use your ammunition, you need it only in a few cases to prevent that your lives drop to 0. Then build your defense in a way that the enemy's troops need to walk the longest distance as possible. You see, it's all about wasting time, so it's the opposite to how you need to play if you want to get into the top 50. So basically I'm gonna show you in this video how you can waste time on a professional level in the survival arena. I actually never imagined that I would say that wasting time is a good thing. So you can already see that here for the bosses of the waves, I'm not gonna use the ammunition, I just let them walk around a lot, and this is basically the key to get successful with that strategy. The cool thing later also will be that it's not gonna be necessary to stay actually on the computer if you have reached a certain level, but we'll touch on that later. So we're building our base in a weird shape to let the troops and bosses walk the longest distance as possible, to be even more slower. That's why we're gonna use first only the cannons and the ice stars to kill our enemies only when they reach the end of our defense. If you didn't know it, you actually don't get more Skyshards if you reach a higher level, you get more Skyshards after around 8 to 10 minutes. And that's why this strategy works out so well. I couldn't pick out one clip from that 3 hours video where I could show it to you very well, but if we compare it with a video where I was fast and got to round 45 for example, we can see a huge difference between the amount of Skyshards we got out of it. There is a difference of around 130 Skyshards, and you can imagine later when we compare it again, when we have reached round 90, this difference will be even more extreme. But before we get to it, you can see that I've started here to upgrade the cannons from the back to the front, and through that the troops will get killed even more later, and that's what we want here. And now let me show you how long a boss of a wave can actually take. In round 50, Avalanche enters the battlefield after 47 minutes and 22 seconds. Then we have to wait approximately 7 minutes until he reaches the spot where we're gonna send him back by rebuilding our base slightly. So as you can see, we have removed that cannon at this point here and block Avalanche's way with a new cannon. That means he needs to walk the whole way back, and that of course is what I mean when I'm talking about wasting time. After 4 more minutes he reaches again the spot where we have to remove the cannon, and we don't want to let him walk to our Skyshard generator, right? So that's why we open the path at the bottom and let him walk the whole way back once again. Just before he dies then, the timer shows 60 minutes, and that means it took 30 minutes to take out Avalanche, and that is the main point of the strategy. And you can actually leave your computer when fighting against some bosses to do something else for a short period, but I'll talk about that later more in depth. I also need to mention that this layout is very weak, and also against other waves you need to rebuild the base and let them walk the way back, because sometimes they can break through, and if you die before you get to a high round, you also won't get a lot of Skyshards and you have to start all over again. Now we're gonna jump to round 86, where we're gonna compare again the status of these Skyshards. With this strategy we've reached the 1000 Skyshards in one round at this point, and this is insane. On the other hand, when we would have played the survival arena fast, we would have gotten here only 160 Skyshards in the same round, and that is a hell of a difference. However, we've also played 2 hours and 12 minutes to get there already, which is even more insane. When I played this match, it was really hard to keep focused on the game, and that's why I really recommend don't do that too often. Personally, I haven't played the survival arena after this recording for a long time because I had enough of it. So the developers definitely need to change or something to make it even more interesting. However, once you've reached wave 90, these waves are fortunately not that strong from this point onwards, and by the way, we also got the titans as bosses in the waves, which is also a cool feature. We got here for example Leviathan or King Snappy. When I spotted King Snappy for the first time, I hoped that he also would let those small crabbies spawn, but unfortunately he doesn't, so if a developer is watching, maybe you could add that because of the coolness factor. Just as a reminder, to get so far you need to let every boss of a wave walk those long distances to waste so much time. Alright, we're gonna jump to wave 120, and the boss there is extremely strong, and here I can show you again how much time you got to spend on something else. So he comes after 2 hours and 56 minutes, and it'll take for him a lot of time to reach a point where we need to let him run all the way back, and that happens after 6 minutes again. So you can see that you can apply this strategy also to other bosses, and then you got approximately 5 minutes where you don't need to do anything on the computer. I for example grabbed myself some snacks, watched some YouTube videos and so on to get fresh in my head for the next rounds. But I cannot mention it enough, this is certainly not the way how you're supposed to play the survival arena. And like I said in the beginning, one viewer has sent me some screenshots of his base, with which he was able to earn around 13,000 Skyshards in the end. And his base is a lot more complex than mine I've showed you. So he started off very fast to get up to wave 110, and then against King Snappy he rebuilt his base in a way that he only has ice cannons left to slow down King Snappy and don't harm him. So that's actually quite smart, and I'm pretty thankful that he was sharing this idea with all of us now, because I wasn't aware that such a way is possible, and through that King Snappy is walking around the base a lot of times, and they actually don't speed up if you change the path of the troops early enough. The effort which you have to put in though is absolutely crazy, even insaner than insane. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. He played around 21 hours in total to get this many Skyshards in the end. In any case, I would try it out as well to see if everything went off correctly, but honestly I'm not gonna sit down 21 hours just to prove it. And I can tell you already, you won't ever see a video from me where I need to play the survival arena that long if there are only Skyshards as a reward. So my round here comes also to an end, and of course 1600 Skyshards are nothing compared to the 13,000. But I thought I'd just show you a way how you can get Skyshards more easily in just a match than by playing it in the normal way to get into the top 50. Alright, here we are again at the end of this video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to watch a video with a strategy with which you are playing the survival arena fast instead, simply click now on it and you can get some more useful tips there. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. This is it from me, have a great raid, peace out.